The Barbican is one of London's most distinctive areas, sitting outside the ancient Roman walls. Its huge 35-acre complex of homes, art venues, and local facilities, all connected by walkways. The area was subjected to heavy bombing in World War II. Afterwards, the Corporation of London perceived a need for more housing. Assisted by the Town and Country Planning Act of 1947, they were able to buy up lands to create large-scale projects. The first development in the area was the Golden Lane Estate, which opened in 1957. This was a high-density social housing built for singles and couples rather than families. The estate was generally considered a success, creating new form of living. With the same architects Chamberlain, Powell and Bonn, the Barbican next door was essentially an evolution of the Golden Lane. But this wasn't built as social housing and squarely aimed at professionals, with 2,000 housings for families as well as singles and couples. Over the years, Barbican tenants bought their flats and the city sold many more at market price. The estate today is a predominantly privately owned estate like any other luxury properties in the city. Work was begun in 1963 and was inspired by the work of Le Corbusier, especially his notion that architecture would be raised off the ground, separated from the roads. This influence was evident in the use of elevated walkways across the Barbican. Opened in 1976, the Museum of London sits on the complex edge. This cultural venue that tells the story of London was now closed for its relocation to Smithfield. The City of London plans to knock down the museum and the above Bastion House to build office blocks. This proposal stirs up much controversy. Nearly 90% of residents have voted for an alternative to demolition. Objections stem from a lack of cultural vision, its damage to streetscape and environmental impact. Campaign group Barbican Quarter Action urges the city to reconsider all options for the site, rather than just the destructive cycle of demolish and rebuild. The Barbican might have once faced demolition if the wrong voice had been heeded, but imagine the outcry if anyone tried to bulldoze it now. The site is part of the Barbican and should be treated the same. Consider ongoing regeneration schemes that put the city's public housing in the cycle of demolition and construction. Not only one wishes to retain the existing body of affordable housing, but one suggests the current approach could be different.